you possess to be a successful person. The qualities can be hardworking, perseverance, diligence, resilience, patience, discipline, confidence. Breakfast, read the newspaper, watch the TV, what is
Yes.
happening, news. So it takes like some time, 1 hour I need.
Okay, sir. What
Right.
newspaper do you read, sir, usually?
Hindu, Hindu,
Hindu. Okay,
Hindu, Hindu.
okay, sir.
Hindu is the best.
Mm,
For vocabulary, the best.
best. Okay.
All right.
All right,
So,
sir. Have you had your food, sir? Breakfast?
yeah, I had upma,
Upma. Fine, sir.
upma and takkali tokku.
So good. But usually, upma goes well with the white chutneys, with the coconut chutney.
Yes, there she makes chutney, sometimes eggs, sometimes some curry, like what do you call kadalai,
Uh,
some beans or something. Yeah, it goes well with most of the time, most of the
okay, sir.
curry, most of. All right. So today's topic is success. What
Success.
comes to your mind when you hear? Can you grade yourself as a successful person in your life, or can you tell that person is successful than me? So how do you say that one person is successful or the other person is failure? What is the how do you measure the success?
Perseverance. The amount of perseverance they show towards their goal, towards their desires, and how satisfied with their.
That is the qualities you possess to be a successful person. The qualities can be hardworking, perseverance, diligence, resilience, patience, discipline, confidence, sacrifice, positive attitude. You want to make a difference. These are the requirements to be successful. But with all these qualities, maybe some people will not be successful. Do you know anyone who is very successful in their life?
Mm.
Like if you have much money, do you think that, oh, he's a
No, sir.
successful? He
I
got a
believe
good
that.
job. He got a good job, successful. He got a government job, successful. He was selected in the national team, successful. He was selected in the state team, successful. He failed in the exam, failure.
Mhm.
What do you think?
No, sir. No, no. Actually, success is differs from person to person. It is up to them, sir, how they take it is. I believe that every human is a successful. Is
Everybody is a
successful. Is
successful person
person.
in one way or other.
Other is every human is a successful person in one way or other. If you is achieve what you thought, that is called as success. But if you
Mhm.
fail also, you have to take that failure as your learning method.
Mhm.
So according to
Mhm.
me, there is nothing called success.
Mhm. Okay.
We
So
have to
how does hard work help you to be successful? Give some examples.
so whether we are attaining that position or not, that hard work will give you some pleasant feelings. Okay, I
Mhm.
have put my effort up to this level, even though I did not get to that level. It's okay because I have showed my interest, what to say, my efforts towards it. If it
Mhm.
doesn't, it's okay. I will try once again.
Mhm.
So, but you should be ready to put your hard work. You have to be ready to go the extra mile in order to get your
Wow. I love that. You should be ready to go the
the
extra
extra
mile.
mile is in order to get what you want. If you don't
You
get,
know, you
okay.
know Dhirubhai Ambani. Have you heard?
Yes, sir.
Ambani Group.
Yes,
He
sir.
was the father of these two, Anil Ambani and Mukesh Ambani. And he was working as in a petrol bunk,
Mm.
as a petrol vendor in Yemen, not in India.
Listen.
He made in drips and drabs money, little money, and he came back to India and started his company. And now he is in the Forbes top 10 millionaires, Mukesh Ambani.
Yes, sir.
Hard work.
Hard work.
To be success, You should be disciplined.
Discipline.
What is your take on that? Can you give some examples?
Disciplined
This.
means, yes, we should not do some bad things to others. We have to stick to our own boundaries. We have to confine ourselves from something, sir.
Okay.
We have to
Mm-hmm.
restrict ourselves from doing some irrelevant things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if you decided to do one thing at a particular time, you have to do it any cost. You should not procrastinate that.
No
Always you have to cut to the
procrastination.
chase. Yes, cut to the chase and do your work.
Wow, don't beat around the bush.
Yes,
Cut to the
cut to the
chase
chase
and
and
do whatever you want.
want. And what will actually bring you to the your destination, your determination, that you have to keep on focusing. You have to be disciplined in that manner. You can say that
Wow.
I can listen to this for some hour, then I will read something. No, you finish your work, then concentrate on some other thing. That discipline you should have every day.
Okay. In Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's book, The Missile Man of India, he has written that clearly. The life he led a life of strict discipline. He was the missile man in his daily routine in pursuit of science. His self-control and his vision inspired the entire nation. He was such a disciplined person. Oh my God. Like morning, what he once in a meeting he said, whatever may be the workload in the night, he used to get up at 5 o'clock. Even if he's sleeping for 2 hours or 3 hours, he used to get up at 5 o'clock.
Right.
And he had a rigorous routine. Whatever difficult routine it is, he will sleep on that time. And then sometime some emergencies will crop up, then he will have to delay, but 5 o'clock he will get up. So discipline is one of the most important things or a virtue you should have, you should possess in your life to be successful.
Successful.
One next is hard working. What do you think about smart working? Which is better? These days, in this day and age, people think about, talk too much about smart working. What's your take?
Smart work, I consider that smart work stays for shorter period.
Hmm.
But hard work, actually, it pertains to our success. It
Hmm.
slowly, gradually brings us to the success. So
Hmm.
you should be ready to do hard work instead of doing smart work. Smart work, I consider that is for a shorter period of time. If you want to achieve something very soon in a rapid condition, you can go with smart work. But if you want to stay on success, if
It
you
should
want to
be
yes,
physical hard work.
hard
Like
work,
Dhirubhai Ambani's example, I told you,
yes,
he
yes,
worked hard. That time, there is nothing else he could do. There is no smart work options. So only he, and even now, but now, for example, you are trying to work or improve your fluency, spoken English, you can use technology. You can
yes,
use
sir.
chat GPT. You can use the smartphone. You can learn from other social media handles. So that is smart working.
Yes,
That
I
is
can get.
smart.
Yes, sir. I can get the help from these gadgets, from the technology. But
Yeah.
the work I am doing is hard work.
Hard
I
work.
have to do that. I
Hmm?
cannot see simply from that chat GPT and keep on saying. I have to do some hard work, and I have to memorize, or I have to think about that, and I have to
Yes.
make notes. Have to make
Yeah, you
notes.
have been
Have to
using
text
many
strategies.
many idioms like give an extra mile,
Yes,
go an extra mile,
go
cut to
next
the
one.
chase. Because this, like you can, the technology can tell you these are
Yes,
the nice idioms you can use, but unless you do that,
practice
even
it.
like you might have heard, nevertheless, if you don't use it, then you cannot. You have to
Yes,
practice.
that hard work we need. Smart work is for shorter period, I consider. But if we are ready to do hard work, then success is just away, just a one step away from us.
Wow, that was awesome. Another virtue I can tell you is patience. You
Endurance.
should have patience and endurance. Don't be so eager. I want to do it in one day. I want to do it in 2 days. I want to complete. Some people would ask me, sir, how many days it would take to be fluent in English? Oh my God, they doesn't have patience,
Yes, sir.
because patience allows you to endure the delay.
Yes.
There can be delays, there can be difficulty, there can be failures, there can be issues, there can be you will be frustrated sometime, but the patience will keep you going. It
Yes.
teaches us to wait for the right opportunity, and perseverance is the key for success.
Yes.
Perseverance means patience also.
Patience.
Have you heard about J.K. Rowling?
Wrong.
J.K. Rowling,
Wrong.
the one of the top authors, and her
Um,
novel is Harry Potter.
yes,
The
sir.
person, the author who wrote Harry Potter, and that novel was rejected by
Oh,
the publishers many times,
many a times.
many times. And finally, they accepted the manuscript, and her patience paid off.
Yes,
And
sir.
now she is the world's best known authors.
All
The Harry
this.
Potter movies, and now she is a multi-millionaire, just because of patience.
Patience.
Just because of patience. Because for the success will never happen overnight. It is
Yes.
not a night super bus. Take ticket from Coimbatore. Next day you reach Salem,
Yes.
or you reach Chennai. It takes time. I always tell the people, you have to crawl before you walk.
Walk.
You have to walk before you run. So this takes time. This takes patience. This takes your perseverance. And there will be failures. You will fall down. You cannot lie there. You have to get up. That is your resilience.
Resilience.
Many people will try to pull you down, drag you away. No, no, you can't. But you have to come out of that. That is
Yes.
your resilience. That is your diligence. That is your hard working. There lies your patience. There lies your sacrifice.
Sacrifice. Yes.
Nether things. Nether things. If you want to to be successful, you need to
Yes.
sacrifice many things.
Yes.
Like I
Step
want
by step.
I want to be a better speaker. Okay, now you can think, okay, I will go shopping, I will go with my friends and hang out. You will have to sacrifice some of those things. You are an engineer, you might have sacrificed many things. Now you are a successful housewife, you have sacrificed your job. You were a teacher, you were a lecturer, you were getting good salary. So you are getting a good salary, everything you were getting, but you sacrificed.
Yes, sir.
Like some people think that why should I resign my job? Why not the husband resign? Some people say, no, I resign. I was having a good job. I had a good job, and 10 years I was drawing around 60,000 rupees. Then I got two babies. I got married, then two babies. So I sacrificed. I resigned. Why not the husband? So sacrifice is not the only one person to do that. It is not the monopoly of men that they will work and you will sacrifice. That is patriarchal. That is the hegemony of men. We should not allow that. Hegemony. Hegemony means the powerful vision. Someone thinks that they are powerful than the others.
Okay, sir.
That should not be there. All are equal. To be successful, you have to work as a team. You have to work as a team,
Okay. Mm.
right? So what are the requirements for successful success? Hard work,
Hard work,
mhm,
perseverance,
mhm,
resilience,
perseverance, patience,
patience,
discipline,
patience, discipline,
and
endurance,
endurance,
sacrifice, sacrifice.
sacrifice. What
Hard
have you sacrificed for, like, to become an engineer?
to become an engineer. Sir, I had some other desire. I don't want to go to engineering. I didn't want to go to an engineering college. I
Mhm.
want to pursue arts. I
Hmm.
was very intrigued. I was fascinated towards odds. So I
Yeah.
had different thought. I was asking my dad, I shall I go to some arts like BSc Home Science, like. But I sacrificed that thought, and
Have you
went
heard about PV Sindhu?
yes, sir.
PV Sindhu, the world champion,
Champion.
Olympic champion in shuttle badminton. PV Sindhu. She sacrificed the entire childhood
Oh,
to become the world champion. She in an interview she said, I used to get up at 3:30 every day, half an hour to get ready. 4 o'clock, she is in the court. Think
oh,
about like a 14 years old girl, 13 years old girl, 15 years old girl getting up at 3:30 every day, practice 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, no schooling, no college, only play, 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 play. And ultimately, she achieved her passion, her dream, Olympic glory.
glory.
Her sacrifices led her to the Olympic glory.
Okay, sir.
So, sacrifice. Another point I want to share with you, the most important, not last but not the least, consistency. In whatever you do, you need to be consistency. Your take on that.
Yes, sir. Consistency, because if we do something for 10 days and if we stop in between, then start again, it does not work. We have to, as you said earlier, sir, we have to crawl. Otherwise, if you want
Yeah,
to walk, you have to crawl before that.
you
Make
have to
sure that you
walk before
are
you run. Hmm.
make sure that you are doing something, some part regarding your success, some part regarding your movement. You cannot be stagnant. Don't be stagnant at a point. Keep moving. That moving will give you some idea. It will show some light on your path. It will give you the what to say, sir, the idea towards your goal.
How consistent are you in your daily practice? You skip your practice, maybe today you practice, after 5 days you practice, then 1 month you practice, 10 days you practice, today you practice 1 hour, tomorrow you practice 3 hours, next day you never practice, fourth day you practice 10 minutes. This is not a consistent practice.
Consistency. Yes.
So what is your take on the consistent practice? What do you have to tell your audience?
Sir, there are four steps in order to get fluency. So I make
Hmm.
sure that I am concentrating on all the things just at least for 10 minutes. You
Okay.
don't need to take for 4 hours, 2 hours. If you don't find time, do it for 10 minutes so that you'll be in consistency.
Yeah.
When I don't find time, sometimes I don't find times, I take a book when I'm feeding my daughter. So I
Hmm.
utilize that time for my reading purpose. And when I'm
Yeah.
doing my dishes, I listen to some music. And every night at 8 o'clock, I have a habit of writing my journal. Whatever may be,
Wow.
whatever may be the situation, I make sure that I'm writing something on my note at 8 o'clock daily. So I'm following that
Have you
inconsistent.
heard the example of Virat Kohli, former Indian captain? He was so disciplined. He sacrificed his life. He had like he was so consistent in his performance. Many things. He is the epitome of all these points. He was
Points.
hardworking. He had patience. He was consistent. He was disciplined. He sacrificed his life. Oh my God. So we can say the former Indian captain is the epitome of
Epitome.
success. Epitome means a living example.
Yes.
Like we can say, Aishwarya Roy is the epitome of beauty.
Okay.
So, like in a manifestation of beauty, like in a human form,
Form.
all these hard work, discipline, patience, sacrifice, positive attitude, resilience, diligence. If you want to see everything in one person, go to Virat Kohli, and he is the epitome of all these things. Right?
Okay,
Oh my
sir.
God. See, many things if you want to be successful. So, like we can say, MS Dhoni is also another successful person. How about self confidence, Mahalashmi? How does it play in your success?
Is before getting judgments from others, you have faith. You should have faith on yourself.
Mhm.
You may not look nice, you may not have the good voice, but everything is okay when you have that power, that self confidence, when you are ready to actually present yourself in front of others.
Yes.
You
I'll
should
give you an
have
example.
faith on yourself.
I'll give you an example. Amitabh Bachchan.
Yes, sir, I know
You
that.
know, you know that. What is the story? Several times, several
Radio.
years.
Yes.
He went for auditions. He went to and met the director, script writers, studios, everywhere. He was rejected.
Yes, the first
His
he went for radio.
radio
Yes, his voice was rejected that time. They
rejected,
said that
and
yes,
when he went for video audition, like they said, oh, you are 6'3",
very tall. Yes,
you very tall, and you are not fit for the Bollywood. And now, and he
yes, yes,
kept
yes.
on doing that, and in, like, no, he got many movies. And in 1990 he suffered a setback. He lost all his wealth,
Oh,
then he, no, he was not getting movies, and
mm,
he was in debt, and he almost, his house was confiscated by the banks because he had taken
okay.
money.
Back
And
up.
yeah, he was almost bankrupt, back to zero. Then what happened? He came with this a bank, KBC, Kaun Banega Crorepati.
Road for the
Yeah, and
okay.
slowly, he never wept on the failures, what happened. He never lived in the past, and he just started with that KBC, and he became, slowly, by step, he became back to, and now he
Oh,
is the, it is,
yes.
he is the one of the most wanted personality all over India, all over the world.
Well,
It is just because of his perseverance, his diligence, consistency,
experience.
patience, and whatever we have talked about today, it is all because of that,
Okay, sir.
right? So self confidence, self believe in yourself, believe in your inner strength. No
Yes.
one, don't look like, if you want to be happy, do you think that others can bring happiness to you?
No,
No,
sir.
you are solely responsible for
For
your happiness. Don't look in others for your happiness. That means you are not feeling confident about your inner strength to
yes.
achieve anything, do anything. If you have all this understanding of all these things, you can be a better human being, and tomorrow, whatever you do, you will succeed. Be ready to hard work,
Yes.
have patience, be ready to sacrifice. You will have to sacrifice something.
Have to sacrifice.
So be ready for that. Have a positive attitude, be self confident. Yes, I can do this. Never live in the past. Always people, oh, I could have done that, or I should
Yes.
have done this. Never live
No,
in the past you can't do, it is gone, you can't correct
we
your
cannot
past.
change. Yes.
Future, do you have any control on your future?
No.
No.
I have
So
to.
do, this is the same thing like in 2011 when Mahendra Singh Dhoni was our captain and world cricket, and we won at 28 runs in the last over, and we won the match. That was after long time, a gap, we won the gap in the World Cup. And in the interview, he said, I never thought I need 28 runs. I never thought next what ball it is going to come. I just faced each and every
Every
ball.
second.
This is the ball, I hit it. I wanted a four from this. Nice. I never thought about the next ball. But here, people are thinking of the next year,
Yes.
next 10 years, where I
10
will
years.
be, what will happen to my daughter, what will happen to my job, whether I will get promotion, whether my salary will be 10 times. Don't
No.
think about, don't live in the past, don't live in the future, think too much about the future, and try to live in the moment,
How much?
in the present.
Yes.
Whatever you have to do it right now. This is past, future we don't know. As I told you, life is a breath between an inhalation and an
And the
exhalation.
consideration.
You inhale and you never know that you will be able to exhale. So how can you think about your future? How can you think about your past? Right? So wonderful points and
Yes,
wonderful
yes.
discussion on how to be success. So be mindful, be watchful. What you need is, what are the things? How do you summarize? How do you say in a nutshell? We need to be hardworking. You need
Hardworking,
to be patient. You need to have patience. You need to have sacrifice. You need to be
disciplined,
consistent, disciplined, self-confident,
self-confidence.
positive attitude, and a desire to make a change,
Change.
desire to make a difference. If you have these qualities, you have to be successful.
Successful.
No one can stop you.
Mm. Okay, sir. Thank you so much
Thank you so much.
for the positive